Meghan and Harry. They was once some of the maximum famous and mentioned personas inside the international. But what is came about? Why is it that the as soon as universally cherished couple now only reasons the public inflammation and complaint? These days we will smash down their principal errors and show how their PR crew actually ruined the image of the Dukes. And right here's the maximum vital issue. Can they regain their former glory? Life tuned to the stop, there might be a few sudden revelations in this video. Meghan and Harry are proper humans, they just have a terrible PR plan. The opinion of a sold professional. It cannot be the prince's fault. There's no such aspect in nature, even though it relies upon on what type of prince. William can, but Harry can't. Even the Pope, the King, can be guilty. But the Duke of Sussex can't. He can't be guilty. And nor is his spouse. That is the surprising end of public members of the family expert and guru Edward Coram James. 34% to 46%. Harry and Meghan's falling reputation changed into found out by some other poll carried out in Britain in advance this month. And professional analyzed the scenario and came up with a principle. Their recognition has fallen due to the fact they had an awful PR plan. The thought turned into made. Perhaps we need to change something in the conservatory. As Michael Zwanetsky used to mention, within the case of Harry and Meghan, perhaps it was poor statements about their own family that led to this type of speedy drop in Prince Harry's score. After which the honest and incorruptible guru inside the white coat steps ahead and utters the first-rate understanding he has managed to comprehend. No, I characteristic plenty in their downfall in the public eye solely to what can take place because of bad PR. That doesn't imply they are bad people. For all we know, the Sussexes will be type, being concerned and incredible humans. I repeat in large letters, the Sussexes are true humans. They may have been kind, worrying, and splendid people. What were given inside the way? A professional operating for the company Goop is convinced that Harry and Meghan have already learned their lesson about bad PR, which can quick affect any superstar or employer inside the public spotlight. Do you believe you studied Meghan and Harry ought to return to Britain to shop their reputations? That's what public family members is all approximately. If something is going wrong, the public can, pretty or unfairly, decide that it makes you an awful person. And if things go well, the public can determine that you're an excellent character. That is why communications is so vital, Mr. Coram James stated. A ballot has revealed that Harry keeps exceptional enchantment to the younger generation. The survey worried 1,097 British adults aged among 18 and 75, answering the query, would you help Harry if he got here again? 34 in line with cent of respondents said they might guide Harry, and 46, according to cent of these surveyed, have been between the ages of 18 and 35. That is what it took to prove the factor. Do you compromise that Harry and Meghan's PR is a failure? Proportion your mind in the comments. And do not forget to subscribe to our channel so that you do not pass over extra interesting discussions, approximately the destiny of the royal circle of relatives. The public photograph expert reiterated what we already knew. It would not matter at all what someone would surely like. A terrific public photo specialist could create even Harry. Now he is an irritated chicanery and a whiner with a distinctly retarded character. However, we would in no way have visible this unsavory character if the prince hadn't spun out of manage. Whilst the royal family's PR humans labored on his photograph, he changed into portrayed as a kind and sociable shirtless bloke, a slob, and a boozer. The photograph changed into precisely consistent with his very own guy archetype instead of the global chief role he tries to count on these days. Who's greater to blame for their downfall, the couple themselves or their PR crew? Something can be packaged fantastically. It has all been executed in Britain. Harry's flood of hatred for his own family from the USA has washed away all the efforts of British picture makers. And in the reality that Harry is type, now we no longer trust. Photographs of the prince and his spouse traveling a college in Nigeria do not persuade us of his kindness. How to reveal worrying a person who all his lifestyles cared handiest about himself. Through tenderness together with his own family, of course one. Harry babysitting George. I'm hoping my brother knows how highly priced my services as a nanny are. 2. Harry kissing Daddy. 3. Harry is the Queen's favorite grandson. And this part of the British PR group's paintings is correctly buried via the prince's interview earlier than the discharge of his memoirs. We realize that Harry best cares about his personal pocket. How do you display a developmentally delayed man or woman as splendid? 1. Display him as a courageous hero. 2. A success athlete. 3. How proud his grandmother, the Queen, is of him. After leaving Britain, the prince did the whole lot in his strength to make his picture look much less attractive. That's why right communications are so crucial. Can Harry even regain his recognition if he maintains on Meghan's direction? Will the PR people be capable of get better what has been carried out? I exceedingly doubt it. But it's far still simpler to restore the photograph of an uneducated, fun-loving boozer with a face now not disfigured by using intellect that it's miles to create in photo of a international chief out of him. Tries to do so look dull and unconvincing. Games of the Unconquered, any charm of the image of the Duke does no longer add. Extraordinary foreign visits, in the course of which the prince performs the position of a chaperone of his spouse. The Duchess, his reputation is truly reduced to zero. The complete world is pissed off. The road Harry is attempting to interrupt free from the palms of satraps and find his personal voice looks most appealing now. Each photographic proof finds favor with viewers. There is a completely robust sense of a worsening of poor attitudes toward Meghan particularly. Tries of PR human beings to correct her picture motive Homeric laughter. One of the brand new attempts, at the pages of Marie Claire PR magazine. The Sussex crew attempted to reply to the accusations within the Hollywood Reporter. Because it seems. 1. The 5am calls to group of workers, which Meghan has practiced since her time at Kensington Palace, are for a superb cause. She's a running mom and has to get all her paintings achieved whilst her children are asleep. The truth that the children in group of workers sleep on the identical time is absolutely irrelevant. 2. As a royal woman, in a management function, she is subject to extra scrutiny than her male, additionally royal, colleagues. What's perceived as a chance is just assertiveness. To look her as a dictator isn't always only demeaning, however unfair. Meghan have to now not healthy into the template that has traditionally been applied to ladies within the royal-owned family. And the template that is historically applied to well-bred men must she fit into, or is it another? Whether or not the prince himself, or the PR team is his mouth, however, has set the path of creating his new photo is especially true. In a declaration on the occasion of his 40th birthday, he did now not say a word about his spouse for the first time. This is the course to follow. 1. Minimize Meghan's public appearances, or better nonetheless, lock her up at home with her children. Stop constantly displaying her worrying face to the world. 2. Forestall making the arena chortle together with her new thoughts and fantastic commercial enterprise activity. 3. Stop emphasizing on constructing the image of the Dukes of Sussex couple. There's only one person who can swim out of the quagmire they have swum into beneath Meghan's management. Harry. With the burden of Meghan's mistakes, errors, and poor traits, no person will swim out. Need to realize what is next for the Sussexes photograph? Then click like, join the channel, and hit the bell so you don't leave out new films. And of direction, we are looking forward to your remarks. Do you think they nevertheless have a hazard to regain the general public's accept as true with?